Hey y'all, I was hoping to have already had a video up over the long holiday weekend, but I got some kind of head crud that my husband had the week before, and we thought maybe it was just his sinuses, but apparently it wasn't because I got it too. So I was feeling kind of crummy, just like a head cold. So we're gonna be sick in February also. We were sick in January. Now we're sick in February. So hopefully we can be done being sick. But anyway, I wanted to work on the Scrapbook 101 class by Scrapbook and Cards Today that was taught by Megan Andrew last year. And I've looked at all the material and I loved it all, but I hadn't done any of the classes. So I wanted to do a layout. And these are just some of the pictures that I'm going to use. I haven't printed them all yet because my little printing app was not cooperating when I tried to print, 2 photos on one sheet. But anyway, so these are from Easter of last year, and so I was excited because I thought, oh, I can pull out one of my Easter collections and use those because I haven't used them. I have a couple, and so I pulled them out, and then I was kind of disappointed in the color palette because to me the colors are a lot brighter in her little outfit, and these were just pastel, and that's what happens kind of in these Easter collections. Your colors are more pastel versus bright. So, I mean, while it would work, it just didn't really excite me. And the patterns didn't excite me for the layout that I was going to do that followed along with the class. So in the class, Megan used Chamel's Sparkle City. I had to think of the name of it. I had to look down at the pad. She used Sparkle City collection for the photos and the layout that she made. And I thought, you know what? I think those colors would go really well with these pictures because these were just kind of blah to me. They just weren't lighting a fire underneath me and exciting me. While the paper is adorable, it just wasn't striking my fancy. So I gave up on the idea of the pastel collections, and I pulled out my Sparkle City paper pad. Well, I don't have a paper pad. I have the project pad. And just to look at these colors, and I like them much better. Let's get to some of the pattern paper. There's the glitter. I just like the color scheme a lot better. I think it went better. So I said, well, not all of these papers would work for this, but you know what? I have other collections by Chamel, so let me pull those. So I had another project pad, and this one is Glitter Girl, and oh, let me flip it the other way. The color palette would also work. I can intermix them. Look at that. With some of these, and just, I could still mention that it's Easter because she's got her little basket. She went to something at the church, but I just thought these colors pop more with the pictures. So when I pulled out these project pads, now I'm going to go on a little tangent. When I pulled out these project pads, I thought, well, geez, one seems thicker than the other. So the Glitter Girl came out by American Crafts in 2017, and Sparkle City came out a year later, 2018. Okay, so if we look at the back of the project pad, the one in 2017 Glitter Girl has 8 specialty papers. 2018 has 4 specialty papers. You get a sticker sheet and an alpha sheet. You get a sticker sheet and an alpha sheet. Okay. Here you have, what, 15 pattern papers with the Glitter Girl. And a year later, you only get 8. You get 8 cardstock. And a year later, you get 10. So they cut down, let me see, they cut down on their project pads. And of course, didn't cut down on the price. And I never really paid attention to it until I pulled out these. Because there's 33 sheets in this project pad. And there is 24 in this project pad. So yeah, they cut back a little bit. We noticed, thank you very much. But it took a while, but we noticed. So while I was on the Shamil kick, Shamil, I can't ever remember how to pronounce her name. I'm sorry, I'm probably saying it wrong. I know it's Shamil. I think it's Shamil. I pulled out some of my kits. I think these are click kits. I think this one is a click kit. Because click kits, I don't think they still do this, but when you got their kit, their subscription kit, they mainly focused on one line. So you got a lot of the stuff from one line with a few other pieces thrown in. So this is also from Glitter Girl. So I have some of the ephemera. I have a sticker book. Remember, she came out with this cute little sticker book. I don't think I've seen any more like this. You know, the little cute little sticker book. And some die cuts and a sticker sheet. And then I have this by Click kit also. And it's a lot of the little by little. And one of these, I don't have a lot of papers left. So I think between all of these collections, I can come out with a layout that this was me testing my, that was a whole nother thing with my photos not printing the way I wanted them to. But got that figured out. Thanks to my friends, my scrappy friends. So I think these papers will work well with my photos, and when I come back, we will see what I came up with. Hi crafty friends, I am back with my layout, and it's been a bit for me. I'm just kind of more of a slow scrapbooker, but I really enjoy the process of putting a page together and seeing it come together. And that's one of the reasons why I don't do process videos, is because probably even on higher speed it'd still be slow. And also we have had some beautiful weather here, so I have been spending quite a bit of time outside and doing much neglected yard work that I really didn't do a lot in the yard last year, so now I am playing catch up. But anyway, I have my layout done. I haven't journaled on it yet, and I'm going to journal right here, and I'll talk about the journaling in a second. And like I said earlier, this is from Megan Andrews' Scrapbook 101 class that she taught last year over on Scrapbook and Cards Today. So the layout is similar to hers. And even my title, because her layout had to do with creativation, and it was photos with her and some other people in the scrapbooking industry, and her title was, I think it was, "This is Where We Shine." And then, so looking at my photos of my granddaughter and her little silly faces she loves to make when you take photos of her, and then she wants to look at them and laugh, kind of helped me come up with this title to say, "See How She Shines." And so for the left hand side of the page, I found this. I was looking for some cardstock background, and I don't know if you can tell on the camera that this purple background has a little bit of a shine to it. The back side doesn't. It's just regular and flat, but this side has some texture and shine to it. So I used that as my background, and then put my white cardstock, you know, cut it down, I think a ½ inch on 2 sides to give me this nice little border. And then I went with this purple and pink strip across the background and did a wood grain border on the top. And then I took the little unicorn paper and did a border punch and put that on the bottom. And then I actually used, if you watched a previous video where I had went through some of my old pink color category papers, I actually pulled out one of those pinks that I was using for that I had put in a matte and background pile, and used it. So that excited me. So I hope I continue to do that, and not just because I had just went through it and had a pile of pink paper that I picked it. But I'm really liking the idea, and I pulled it and die cut this little photo frame and put her photo in there. And then took another die cut that I had and die cut 3 these scallop circles here and a scallop circle here. And then when I put the pink on the pink, it just blended too much. So then I took the next size up scallop circle and used this polka dot paper and layered it, so it really made it pop more. And then we of course got a little border sticker here, and some other little hello happiness and a door and a little arrow pointing this way. Then I went back and added some stars and pink, and these are like a matte purple enamel dot. So that is the left side. And then for the right side, we continued with the same format with the purple and on the white, and then the wood grain and the little unicorn border. And then just I added 4 photos here in a grouping, and then a 5th one here. And then I cut out this out of one of the pattern paper sheets from Sparkle City, this Shine All Day. And then cut out this sparkle from a cut apart, and this is a sticker. And then we added some more of the scallop circles and a smaller one, and some more stars and enamel dots. And then for this, to give this wood grain a little bit more oomph, there was a border sticker of these stars. And of course, it wasn't even, I don't even think it was 12 inches length. So I just kind of cut it apart and used it in sections here. And then you'll see I used a section here and then a star there. I cut it out of the strip. I kind of cut the strip apart. So that is my full layout. And what I'm going to journal about is her little personality and where the title comes from is because she loves to make little silly faces when she has her picture taken. And that is a blessing and a curse from the photo taking aspect, because if when I was growing up, you took a picture, you bought the film, you hoped the picture turned out okay, then you had to take it in for processing, and then if you took it to, say, like Kmart, it'd take, you know, almost a week to get it back. So now we have this instant gratification, and she loves it because she wants to see her silly faces as soon as she makes them. And the curse part of it is you end up with a bazillion photos, and, you know, you don't want to delete them all. You know, I go through and delete some of them, but you like to keep them all because, you know, they're only this little one time. So that is my completed layout. And what I did with the remainder of those 2 click kits that I had, two of Shamil's kits, is I just went ahead and put them all together and made one kit, because one of them I didn't have a lot of papers left in it. So now it's combined into one because all the color palette is the same. So it's just all in one bag versus 2. So that is it for this layout, and we'll see you next time. Bye.